like, look, if an entity comes through, a spirit comes through, and I describe them to you and get a name and you recognize them, but you don't want to hear from them or you don't want a reading, just, raise your hand and go, yep, I can totally claim that, but I would prefer not to. Otherwise, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to keep peeling that onion apart until I get to who the person, and I kind of knew exactly, I got two, and I knew exactly where I was at in the room. But nobody was claiming them. And I was like, okay, I'm going to just set this aside. We'll come back to it. And then on the back end of it, I got a text from the woman that was hosting this. She came back and she's like, by the way, you nailed every single one of them. And I did 10 readings in 2 hours. And I was like, she came back and she goes, the two that nobody claimed, I know who they belong to. And you were right. And you described them and you got the names right. Everything was spot on. So I was so frustrated afterwards, like, oh, come on, people. I spent 15 minutes and I knew I had two people that kind of flanked me in the room. And I knew that they were more desperate for a reading and I would have loved to have given them the one as opposed to the two entities that were not claimed. Well, I thought this was great. And Natalie says, you know me, I'm from New York. She goes, and so what I say is, people claim you're dead.
I like that. I'm going to remember that.
I think you should. I'm going to use it. Like, I'm sorry, I got a friend in New York that told me this, and I'm just going to say it the same way she did. People claim you're